On this lovely July 22nd Monday morning at 3, almost 3:30 in the morning. The, this image right here, if I do say so myself, is the best way to capture the craziness of the past 3 days. But first, before I get into it, introductions are in order. This is the Mobile Noble channel, and I am your host, MB, your crypto soul brother from another mother, here to keep sanity from the hype and the drama. And this is a crazy weekend here. Last weekend was crazy, and this weekend here has kept coming with the punches here. As it relates to the real world, so does the financial markets and even crypto markets are affected. So let's get into it, shall we? So, as I touched on last week here, when I touched on the craziness of the Trump rally that spurned off into uh, a good old crypto rally here before the financial rally that I predicted tail end that would occur. And soon enough, yes, the traditional markets, like I predicted, would kind of follow the jump off of the crypto markets that occurred right after the Trump shooting. As, like I said, that seemed to be an indicator of sorts that it's almost a sure path of a Trump presidency, and markets like certainty. That's, so it's not so much of is he going to be good or bad for the economy or not like that. Markets like certainty. And as we go ahead into the oncoming week here, markets, the crypto markets had kept a level, and everything was pretty much upsy downsy, nothing too crazy until this craziness happened here with CrowdStrike and the craziness that occurred here with anyone that's I'm pretty sure many people was affected by this one way or another. Basically, CrowdStrike, somebody has pushed an update to all the computers here. this is this is catastrophic because I know people in the field that is working this personally, and fortunately, I'm not one of them. I'm in the field myself as well, and yeah, this is chaotic right here for anyone that's having to deal with this. Hopefully, you're getting paid by the hour, getting overtime hours here, because yeah, this basically was someone that decided to push everything to all the computers instead of one computer at a time or a few computers at a time. Words can't describe how chaotic this is right here. And as such, the markets have responded as well. As we jump here in crypto here, and they chart on a Friday morning at 3 in the morning, we jump here and remember this chaotic thing has came in on the morning, and well, crypto here has crept up. Well, Bitcoin here, because it was seesawing here. I think it hit 65 earlier in the week last week. But then it seesaws between that and 63, somewhere in the 63, 64 range. But then, like I said, on that Friday morning, as things crept up, crypto jumped up. So this is a crazy inverse of sorts here. Why did crypto jump up as the morning just gotten crazier on that Friday? As we see here, 10 o'clock on at 10 o'clock in the morning here, prices pumped up here to 66, 67, 67. This touched up to going through that Friday. So this was crazy here, and this was when the markets were seeing uncertainty, the traditional markets that is. So Why is that? Well, one thing here, and I'll touch on a article here soon enough. So, as we're looking into here with CoinDesk, who does a pretty nice summary of that crazy Friday, and Bitcoin had went past 67, and things rallying, and Solana was pretty much one of the leading altcoins. Uh, Surprising for certain reasons that I would be digressing from, since Solana in the past has had some reliability issues. But main thing about it, even with that, crypto in itself is resilient network wise. And as one gentleman here has put it, uh, let me see, a pretty good quotable, which pretty much surmises what I've been thinking here. As Charles Edwards, founder of crypto hedge fund Capriol Investments, he made notice of the Bitcoin surge. And this quote right here pretty much encapsulated for me, as he noted that did some institution wake up and decide Bitcoin is a safe haven, decentralized store of value if global tech and banking systems fall from Microsoft's blue screen of death? As he posted that on X. And this is pretty much one of the main things that I'm bullish on when it comes to crypto, which is the fact that, yeah, Bitcoin is pretty much, for all of its faults that I could rail on, it is the most reliable network, hands down, as far as it's not going down. It may be slow, but it's not stopping, as well as pretty much everything else regarding crypto, blockchains, and decentralized networks that's out there. These networks, Ethereum, even Solana has became more resilient. Cardano. There's so many blockchains out there that has pretty much relatively bulletproof as regards to, stuff like the whole Microsoft thing, and over time, these things pretty much proves themselves out as far as the resilience of crypto networks or decentralized networks. And even though the centralizing part is something that's still a work in progress for many projects, it's something that is being achieved more and more each day here as things get developed on various projects. And as we proceed further here, other big news, of course, that we cannot forget is the craziness of the fact that Biden has dropped out of the race. So he's still going to be president for the rest of his term. Uh, right around this time here, which was on 1:46 p.m. on this past Sunday, he had made it official that it's been a great run, but he's handing the keys off to Kamala, and for better or worse, that's pretty much where things are going to go from there. So it's pretty much going to be Kamala and soon to be announced vice president, whoever that may be, and that may be a crazy thing to turn out there, especially as the Democratic convention comes on. And who knows what craziness may happen within there, as far as the craziness of, is Kamala really going to be the front runner of the Dems, or is there going to be any last minute whoopsie doos that'll occur here, especially as certain key Democratic figures have not backed the endorsement here. There's a lot of moving parts here. And like I say, so many moving parts on one side, and the other side has pretty much been solidified as long as the Secret Service holds up. Things are pretty much decided just about here. And that's pretty much what big money has been banking on, as well as going back to the Bitcoin charts here. If I can jump right back to it and back to the charts here. So as we sail through Saturday, uh, things have pretty much maintained the upper part level here, going through the 67,000 range here. Things are pretty comfy here. And then as we get through Sunday, like I said, that was around just before 2 in the afternoon. So we get to the 1400 hour, then, well, we've seen a price here with seesawing up and down through its ranges. It dipped down 66. Then, after that hour of the Biden announcement here, we see it jump to, oh, it jumped back to 66, right around 68 here. So, yeah, the things took a double bump here towards 68,000. Now things are cooling down as we speak, as things are back down to 67,200 here as of this recording. And yeah, things have cooled down a bit here, but that's to be expected here. When things hit a peak, things cool down a little bit. So this coming Monday, it'll be interesting to see how the traditional markets play out. It's uh, my my estimate here is not going to be as easy to predict as last week when I called that the markets were going to take a bump up from the Trump fiasco, because with this, there's still going to be some lingering problems from the whole CrowdStrike chaos, because there's that touched off millions of computers, so there's still going to be thousands and thousands and thousands of computers being worked on. Hearing that there's been many businesses that was touched off with cash, credit card machines, point of sale systems that's still offline. So that, who knows how much, because otherwise I would easily call that the traditional markets would jump upwards with the everything going on with the with the Biden uh, res- resignation, on a campaign, on a rerun at the White House here. So that's going to be interesting here, how the traditional markets will shape out, and especially but crypto, though, I think that should hold out, even though there are still certain things going on with crypto, such as the fact that, like I said, the some of the worries in the crypto markets still may be lingering around, such as the Mt. Gox sell-off. We talked about that, the big crypto exchange that died a decade ago, that left many, many stranded. Biggest crypto exchange collapse still, and people are worried that the reimbursement to some people may lead to a serious sell-off. That still may be a thing that could limit the jump off at this point. And also to keep in mind here, there's also let's see here, let me pull that up. Yep, here we go here. And Yahoo Finance, courtesy of CoinMarketCap. Uh, yep, here we go. Yep, SIBO has confirmed that spot Ethereum ETFs will start trading on July 23rd, which is tomorrow, Tuesday. So this could be another event here where Ethereum, the number two chain, price, market cap wise, number one, if you ask me, well, in regards to most used and important blockchains. But this right here could be a thing where the price jump upwards, or people could start selling on this as well here. So, if you recall here, Bitcoin has already hit its all-time high of 72,000 a few months ago here, and right before the Bitcoin halving, and that was due to a spot ETF being approved. So could the same thing, something similar, happen with Ethereum? Maybe or maybe not here, because it's also possible people can start selling like crazy here. So that's a event to definitely keep a lookout on here. So that's something I want to touch on through the next upload I do here. But one more thing here to touch on with the craziness of everything, and I meant to do this last week, is a quick look at my portfolio, or at least a glimpse into what my portfolio is here. And as we see here, even with the recent gains, We're still not at the level here of breaking even, at least with the uh, tracking portfolios I have set up here, because this right here is a 10K challenge. I started off with around 10K in altcoins. We're still below. We're still off by minus $468 in profit. Yeah, minus 468. And wait, loading that down. $300 here. Again, Bitcoin is going to do a little better than altcoins. Things trending a little downward here. But again, I like my alt basket because it's not behind by Bitcoin by that much. Also, lastly, with the DCA, it's been a couple weeks since my last update to adding to a dollar cost average ad in here. And, for my past few videos, when I pretty much created and added to here, it was between Cardano and XRP. This time, however, I decided, let me use Polygon, which is a crypto that I like. And I did that before I started recording here. And and I added in $20.41 worth of Polygon. And that was at 53 cents a coin. And Polygon is a chain that is supposed to be a helper to Ethereum, because I like Ethereum, and Polygon I think is going to be one of the most important uh, projects out there in regards to being a side chain that helps out Ethereum with the gas fees and transfers. I really, really like Polygon, and actually I'm surprised that I did not add any in my initial altcoin 10K challenge here. You can see I'd have quite a few other projects I like, but no Polygon. Shame on me for that, but I'm gonna make up through this right here and add some through here. And that is pretty much me again, keeping track on a personal level here on things that I can track here. And if the market, when the market does jump up, we'll definitely, I'll pop the champagne and celebrate. And if not, well, you'll hear a grown man cry toward the end of the year if things go the opposite direction. But as we wind down here, a lot of crazy things are coming here regarding this week, both socially in the real world and financially in the in these alternative markets here in crypto as well. And definitely good to keep track of everything, and hopefully nothing will too crazy will occur here in the real world. And if you're still watching and listening to this, I do really appreciate you staying tuned and rocking with me through this broadcast. So if you like what you see and what you hear, please hit the like, subscribe, and share with anyone else that you want to share the good news with here. Or just news. It really is just news. Uh, and until next time, uh, do please stay safe. Do know I am not a financial advisor, but do please feel free to share with the financial advisor on anything I talk about here. And until next time, be safe, stay blessed, peace.